assess the horse, looking at him from the front, from the top, from the bottom. Now basically, I got the foot cleaned up good. I didn't remove anything that really wasn't in my way. Just the exfoliation and relieve the sole. And now I'm looking at center, which Sylvan's got him pretty well set up center like that. Now I look at depth, so I see height in here. And that may be why this medial, it's like a balloon effect. So you got a balloon, you push on this side, it's going to bulge out here. It's a diagonal. It's just a matter of trying to, just any kind of distortion is either from weight bearing or lack of weight bearing. Distortion can be a flare or it can be underrun. It's not just a flare that's distortion. So it's just, you got to come up with a game plan on figuring out why there is distortion and how come it distorts the way it's distorting. Is it lack of weight bearing or weight bearing?
Would you say distortion has nothing to do with conformation?
Well, it can. It absolutely has, but it's, the horse isn't trimmed up for his conformation, basically. It's either a lack of weight bearing or overweight bearing.
How can you determine that? How can you determine that?
You can look at the conformation and the stance of the horse and just assessing the whole situation.
So you're not.
At times you just kind of take a guess.
Yeah. If you have a flare, you're not always seeing his high on the opposite side.
Right.
It can be.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, so I think it's more important. Like I said, I looked at sender first. Right? I looked at sender first. Sylvan's got him pretty centered. I just see him a bit high right here, as far as depth. When I'm looking at this, I just see him a bit high right there. So if he wasn't centered up the way he is, and I would see that, I would dress this into center first before I would look at the depth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but there you have your flare, the outside, and the opposite is high. And this works.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's pretty well centered.
Okay.
So I think he's high mainly here, but he's high diagonally.
Okay, right.
That's what I see. It's kind of the whole lateral side here, and then the very little back here. But he's mainly, this height is causing this heel to roll under or jam up. So the distortion's actually pulling in because of the height here. So the first thing I'll do is when I'm trimming, I always start on the shortest or the lowest side if I'm trimming around. So first thing I'll do is bring this medial heel back. Right there. And then I'll start right here where I see the length starting, and then come all the way around here. I'll blend that all in. Let's blend that in a bit and pull this in a bit, and it'll be flat, pretty well flat. And the length of a foot, I learned this from Bob Pethick, was the true apex of the frog, length of the frog to the origin is the length of your toe. It's just a guideline, safe way to trim. We're at 3 7/8 right there. just over 3 7/8 right there. So by the time I flatten it and give it a slight burn, he'll be in the ballpark. And when I'm sighting the foot, you know, I'll just let the horse hang here where he comfortably hangs his leg and sight it. If you pull it out here, everything changes. Just kind of let the horse hang. I look at that long axis for balance. So I'm shooting this horse with the pad. You know, I got to take in consideration the thickness of the pad. So the length of my shoe and width of my shoe and all that's going to matter, change a bit. You know, for a pad I need a slightly bigger shoe. You know, you try and shoot around the center, the bridge of the foot, center of articulation, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. Trim, I try and set myself up for the burn because I don't want to waste any time grabbing my knife to relieve the sole. So try and get it set up.
Figure the thickness of the padding with your lengths too?
Yeah.
Like make the foot a little shorter for the
No.
length of your pad then?
No, the shoe would need to be bigger. Compensate for the pad. Okay, so, you know, I just got in the habit of measuring feet, you know, because the shoe making. Well, I figured out, you know, it's easier to know the size of my shoes, so I measure feet if I use a keg shoe or not. So it measures, you know, measures 15 inches. I'm going to put a pad on, so I'd need a bit more. So I know that's a number 2 front is 15 1/4 inches. And then I take 2 other measurements. So I know it takes a number 2 front. I take a width measurement. And I take a heel buttress to heel buttress measurement. So 2 1/4, and figuring in for the pad, I probably need 5 5 1/8.